I'm looking at the picture, like initially everything seems fine. There we go, that's way better. All right, so this is called COVID and Coffee. And somebody had made a comment. Other people have made comments before, like, what is this? You know, why are you using, I think they said scamdemic, which is fine. Why is there a COVID and Coffee show? COVID and Coffee came out because most people that hang out on this COVID and Coffee know why it's here. They know how it was started or why it came about. Obviously, it came out because people were on lockdown. What else could you do? So I figured to myself, you know what? COVID and Coffee. It'll be like that show that, since we're on lockdown, forced, that might as well do something like as a hangout, something that, you know, was a way for people to kind of like, I don't want to say have normalcy in their life, but there were people that said, that literally gave me personal messages. Thank you for the show. Like, it gave me something to do or a place to kind of like hang out and not have to watch like the news and see how much more stuff they're gonna close down and all this other stuff. And like I was saying, because he's looking at my wife, like I was saying, don't forget this guy right here, Joe Daddy's Garage. If you're into automotive restoration, real stuff, you got to go check this guy out. Got to check out Jade. Jade is actually his, well, I'm going to say Jade is his personal car, which initially, I don't know if he remembers or not, originally he was building Jade for his wife. I don't think that's really the case anymore. The thing about Joe Daddy's Garage is he shows the real. Like, he's got a conscience when it comes to working on his vehicles and customer vehicles as well. So, but yeah. Anyways, like I was saying, Joe Daddy's Garage. Go check out his channel. So, I don't know if I finished my thought. I didn't even set up anything. Like, I don't even have my iPad set up. Let's see. Click on here. Oh, is that it? No way. Oh, it's right there. Is that it?
Good health
yeah, it is.
with good sleep.
COVID and Coffee. LOSI DB PRO gets HOONS. So, I have obviously a ton of HOONS style tires. These are the 53s. These are the big ones. I feel like I might try both sets, but the first step to this is obviously, this is a 17 millimeter hex, so you got to figure out, all right, well, what am I going to do about that situation? Now, I got kind of pulled into a hex design that didn't really work out for me. And sometimes you buy parts and it's like, that's where I feel like channels like this, channel like Earl Moorhead, people like Chef, anybody that tries to do videos like that style of video, it's an informational type of like YouTube channel, to where, you know, we end up kind of like being the guinea pigs, and we buy these parts with the hopes that everything is going to be mint, and it isn't always mint. So my M2C hexes that I initially bought for the Big Rock, I ended up finding out a problem for me. There's two problems when you overdrive a spindle type hub hex kind of axle shaft. So it's kind of like a spindle axle shaft piece. You end up with multiple issues. Number one, when I call it a spindle, the reason why I'm calling it a spindle is because in the automotive industry, if you look at a front spindle type of hub, you know, an older style, that's what these axle shafts, half shafts, whatever the heck you want to call these things. Some of them are half shafts. It all depends upon what it is. Some of them are, you know, that CVD, you know, type of thing. But you do end up with an issue, and I'm going to address that later, but I think everybody kind of like knows what that issue is. So I did get the M2C stuff. I did try it on the Big Rock. It didn't work, man. I put a set of tires on there that I thought were going to be all right for it, and it honestly, it just didn't work out. So I had to back off. Sometimes when you overdrive a piece of suspension on these RC cars, it's just like in the real. You would literally have to upgrade everything else that goes along with that little hex piece. So you got the little hex piece, which is allowing you to have a different tire option or a different tire and wheel option. But the problem with that is like we know, you can't just take 35s and throw it on a 1500 Chevy. Do you know what I mean? Like, what do you think's going to happen if you take a stock Chevy, a 1500, and throw 35s on it? Come on. So suspension changes need to happen. You need to change, like for at least RCs, shock rates, spring rates, shock oil, stuff like that. But then you also have the drivetrain. So whatever you're driving with that, there's also going to be a problem with that. But I'm gonna go easy with this. These aren't gonna be a basher type situation. I just want to see how this DB Pro performs on road, because to my knowledge, I don't think I've ever done like a speed test with this thing. And this thing is stock, except for its tires and wheels. So it runs a TRAXXAS Italian tire and wheel setup. And I think somebody was saying it was for, I forget what vehicle they said it was for, but what I did notice, and I want to show you this. So like I was saying, everything that, you know, channels like that do, we buy the parts, we try them out, and sometimes we end up with parts that are sitting in a box that we're shaking our head going, man, why did I drop the coin on that when I could have done this? So I'm going to show you something right now, which is something that you actually have to watch out for. Now, I just took this DB Pro. I did a video on it. I really put a beat down on this car. Just to kind of prove a point that this platform as a DB Pro, the LOSI Tenacity DB Pro, as it is in this platform, for me, is mint. It's a vehicle that I have said countless times that if you like the open wheel buggy type of caged, you know, scenario, this is the, well, and 110 scale, this is the vehicle for you. So, yeah. So I'm going to show you right now one of the problems when running 3S, even though it was 3S with a 15 tooth pinion. There was still a lot. I effectively increased the torque. So going from, I think, what was it, a 17 or an 18? I think it was like a 17 tooth pinion in there. Could have been a 19. I really don't remember. I know I counted the teeth and it was a higher number than what's in there right now. Pretty sure I did put in a 15. And it helped. It helped with a couple of things, but I also did another quick little modification to it because I do have a Game Changer V1 fan installed on this motor, and after the first couple of runs, I realized that the body, like the interior, was causing an issue with ventilation. And I initially didn't think it did, because when I was fitting the body up and down, trying to like figure it out, trying to look inside, sometimes it's hard to figure out, you know, what's blocking the airflow. And I figured it out and I remedied it. And it's a very simple fix. All it requires is a tool that I don't have right now. Oh, here it is. All it requires, literally, is one of these little bad boys. So this is a body reamer. This will ream from a 0 to a 14 millimeter hole in bodies. So, but I also use this for venting car bodies for fan installations and whatnot. And, you know, not only just doing, you know, body pins, but for fan installations. So I'm going to turn this around. I'm going to show you one of the issues that I came across, which is totally normal. This happens on every other vehicle as well. This is part of after you rip a car. And, well, I actually just watched one of Philip Jolly's, what was it, a Typhon? What is it, a Typhon? Is that what it's called? Typhoon or a Typhon? I think it's a Typhon. He did a speed run, and it was basically, I think he called it speed run crash issues or something like that. He did make it up to, and this is if you haven't watched Phil Jolly, he basically does speed run videos. He also is the guy that makes the heck cat packs are they? I forget what they're called now. Oh, why is it slipping my mind? Phil Jolly makes a cat pack and it's called something. I forget what it's called. Well, whatever it is. Go check out Phil Jolly if you want a cat pack. But this is like a spoiler. So if you don't want to watch it, just mute it or whatever. Title, he took his Typhon or Typhoon or whatever that gets called. Did a speed run. He got a good speed, but he also paid the price of not listening. He didn't listen to himself. He literally told himself in a way to not make that second pass. But he did anyway. And he paid the price. He paid a big price. And there's two pieces of equipment that he couldn't find after paying that price. So if you haven't checked out Phil Jolly's channel, go check him out too. Like I said, he's basically just a speed pass video thing. His videos are like 2 minutes because it's literally what it takes. It takes like 2 minutes to do a speed run. He literally sets it up. He talks a little bit, lines it up while he's lining it up. And I mean, he might have like a car pass or whatever, but you know, once in a while his video will be like 3 minutes long. But literally all it is all you see is whoa, and that's all you hear. And he comes back and he reads the time, and it's either a good scenario or a bad scenario. So, but anyways, I'm going to just jump into the chat real quick, say hello to everybody. I think we got a couple of people here already. We got 34 people here and only 7 thumbs ups. Killing me here, come on! Alright, now there's only 30 people. Alright, so we've got Addicted to RC, what's going on, Guy? We got Chef, what's going on? Stickies, Guy! It's been forever, man. You must be out straight. Lorne, what's going on, Guy? Jeremy, what's happening? Good morning to you. Tom Paxton, what's going on? Good morning. New corner, what? Oh, dude, thank you. Hey, Tom, thank you for that, man. I appreciate it. Custom site. Oh, dude, yeah. Come on, Guy. Come on, you know you want some. When you see that hell yeah brother right there, you know you want it. I got actually 2 versions of that. I have the stencil version, and this is just a vinyl print. This is obviously me trying it out myself, but I have the stencil versions obviously because I got that vinyl cutter, so it's pretty cool. I gotta tell you, man, I haven't been messing around with my vinyl cutter for a while. It's literally sitting right there, and the reason why I haven't messed with it is because my computer's upstairs. But that vinyl cutter it's a Silhouette Cameo something, and I am amazed at the graphics that it does. I cut out several Trans Am Firebirds. And obviously one of them is on the hood of my Felony, and it's awesome. It's like, come on. Everybody knows that Felony is modeled after the 2nd generation Camaros and Firebirds. And I just had to throw that bird on there just because it looks incredible. So, but the detail that thing puts out is insane. So, what was I? I don't even know where I was. Talking about tires. Alright. Manuel Garza, what's going on, guy? Garza. Who else getting the TRAXXAS hot rod? Yeah. Yeah, I did. Them and TRAXXAS, I guess. I get them and TRAXXAS. Them and Snap-on, I guess, didn't work out. Snap-on wasn't too happy with TRAXXAS. You're gonna drive it till the wheels fall off? Nice, guy. Shade Tree, what's going on, guy? Good morning to you as well. Thomas, what's going on, man? Let's see. You're disappointed in your Outcast? I'm disappointed the Outcast is RTR, honestly. Ooh. Ouch. John, what's going on, man? Good morning to you. James George, what's going on, man? Chris, good morning. RC Matt, what's going on from UK? What's going on, man? Great channel. Hey, you know what, man? Thank you for saying that. You've got the LOSI laser nut with full Vitavon upgrades. What a difference. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, the laser nut. I'm going to talk about the laser nut in a video later. I actually like the laser nut. And I can't tell if it's pandemic quality problems or not, or if it's just normal quality problems, but I have my own opinion, as well as I'm sure everybody else does, and seeing that you've got a full Vitavon laser nut is probably a reason why. It's not just because you had the cash to upgrade. Or maybe you did. Chef, see you later, man. Mitchell, good morning. Hopefully you're doing well, Mitchell. You got to get some videos out there, guy. Icon, good morning. What's going on with you, man? Double X, what's happening? It's a holiday up in Canada? Do you guys not have job? Yeah, guy. Some of us have jobs and some don't. Fortunately, I have several jobs. I wear several types of hats. It affords me to be able to do certain things that, you know, that I'm happy with. And is YouTube kind of becoming a job? I don't know what to say, man. Kinda. I'm telling you, I'm definitely enjoying the YouTube life. But real work pays the bills. Just to answer that for you. All right, so I'm just going to jump onto this. So first issue of the day that I discovered. This is totally normal. With the beatdown that I gave it, obviously the glue is starting to separate. But if I didn't catch this, this could become catastrophic. So you can see that the sand is getting into the bead. So what I'm going to have to do is take all 4 tires and wheels off, which is another reason why I'm doing this. I'm going to have to take all 4 tires and wheels off and check the bead on the inside and outside of this vehicle. So you can see it's pulling away, and this is totally normal. For the beat down that this thing just got, this is 100% normal to see something like this. So all I'm going to do is obviously clean out the bead area as much as I can. Clean it out probably with some like an acetone or some type of like lacquer thinner or enamel reducer. Clean everything out, and you can see on this one, same thing. This one's just starting. Yeah, there we go. There's a good one. This one's starting to separate all along there. Now, it doesn't seem like on the inside of the bead that it's come loose, but it has come loose on the outside, and that's literally because when the car takes a hit like this, what is it doing? It's folding over the sidewall, constantly giving it like a pull or a tear away. So eventually, if I didn't take care of this, the rim would suffer even more damage than what the rim is suffering right now. The Game Changer fan that I have in this thing, this is a V1 Game Changer fan, right? And that's why I'm saying, you don't necessarily have to get the version, 12 of the Game Changer fan, because even his old fans do the job. Now, granted, this is a V1 Game Changer fan, and normally I try to configure this in a way so that it also gets the center diff, and that's why my fan is split between the motor and the motor plate and that rear section of drive shaft. Unfortunately, I think because of the way this housing is, this thing got so hot yesterday from that rip that I did that it was not enough fan. It really wasn't enough fan to keep things cool. Now, I wonder to myself, I haven't taken this gear cover off, and this is an issue that I have with this particular vehicle. Now, there is no other way for any contaminants to get inside of here other than maybe the flex of this little piece right here, which is only held on by one screw. But I had cleaned this out before I took it out for a rip yesterday, so the question is, how much crap got back in there? So again, I haven't taken anything apart. I was literally leaving this for the live today. So what I want to do is I want to take this cover off and see how much junk got inside there. What do I think about the ARRMA drops? Now, do you mean the EXB drops? I have a personal opinion on that. ARRMA is, jeez, it's funny. If you say ARRMA's a good company, all of a sudden people are like, oh yeah, you're just a fanboy or whatever. I'm a fanboy of nothing except my family. ARRMA has to make money. The easiest way to make money was to create upgrade parts and sell it as a roller. It doesn't fit the bill for everyone. Earl and I had kind of touched on that a little bit, talking about, let's say we talked about the Mojave big time. When the EXB Mojave came out, I think what was an issue for Earl and I was the fact that here they came out with a brand new roller using, and we're bent out of shape, or I'll say I was bent out of, I know he was too, but I don't want to speak for him. I was bent out of shape, so was he, but I was bent out of shape because here I had a brand new EXB Creighton that I couldn't drive because the rear diff exploded and it was on warranty, and I had to wait 6-8 months until I got my warranty diff. But in the meantime, ARRMA is dropping an EXB version of the Outcast of the Mojave. That I felt was a kick in the gut, or I was gonna say a kick in the something else, but that was a punch in the gut. You know, basically we both had a brand new vehicle that was sitting on the shelf. Now, the diff was mint. The very first few trigger pulls, it was mint. And then obviously all the issues started happening, and then it exploded to where, everybody, was having issues, and I'm not gonna ever be in anybody's pocket. So what do I think about the EXB drops, or what do I think about the ARRMA drops? ARRMA needs to make money, and they're doing it. What's that movie with Kevin Costner, the baseball movie, Field of Dreams? What does the voice say in Field of Dreams? It says, build it and they will come, right? Well, build it and they will buy it. That's more like what I'm saying. So, the RC hobby industry exploded, obviously, during COVID. There were issues between supply, demand increased massively, but then obviously supply issues and all that stuff, and then now I'm noticing prices of things going up, and it's just, yeah, I don't know, man. I think it's a good move from ARRMA to do that, honestly, because that's my take on it. ARRMA needs to make money. Was I bent out of shape because I had a brand new vehicle that had to sit for 6 to 8 months? Yeah. What is my EXB Creighton right now? Well, where is it? You know what? I don't even know where it is. It is now a parts vehicle. So that's my opinion of that. They're making the right moves for a business. All right, so the other thing that I had done, so like I was talking about airflow. So on my, so this is basically where the fan sits. So you can see where it rubs, right? So a section of the fan, so basically the fan sits right here. So it goes from here over. This hole is just an extra little vent hole, but these additional holes definitely helped with the airflow. Initially, I was basically counting on this little sloped section right here and this pocket of where the passenger is to cool the motor, and it just wasn't working. This fan was pulling so much air, CFM, it was pulling so much air that that little section right there, this little pocket, it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough to blow the air down onto the motor and the backside of this motor plate, which helps keep at least the bearing on this side cool. And that's why I try to do my fans this way. I try to make the fan work at more than just cooling the motor. That's why mine, you see in all of my Game Changer fan installs, they're usually done with zip ties, and I don't use cooling fins and all this other stuff, unless it already had one. But it's because the intent is to try to get the fan to do more than one thing. So in order to get these on here, these are my Hell Yeah brothers. I'm not gonna, I don't think I'm gonna use, well, you know, maybe I will use these just because. The only thing though is, yeah, so this is a left and a right. Yeah, I will use it. So I'll throw these on there. These are my demo tires to like display. But these are the big boys. These are the 53 107s. So if you can see right there. So these are the 53 107s. These are the rear tires for the Felony. And they were pretty damn close to the size of the Italians, the TRAXXAS Italians that are on here. And I figured I'd just give it a try. I'm going to take this off. I'm going to weigh it. Or actually, sorry. I'm going to take this off and I'm going to weigh it against this one to see how much additional force that I'm going to be putting on the drivetrain. And that's where the laser nut kind of comes into play, and why eventually I'm going to talk about the laser nut on another video. RC Master, what's going on? And how mad would you be if it was your only RC? Right. Right. Very good point. That's another thing that Earl and I talked about. We actually talked about Chef on that one. Not that Chef doesn't make money. Chef makes plenty of money. Chef is a meat cutter. Oh, check that out. Now, see, I didn't notice that. Man, you got to inspect things, man. Check that out. Got to inspect stuff. That could come across a motor plate and destroy stuff. Imagine if the positive lead came across the motor plate. That's how I fried. What did I fry? I fried something when one of my, my Hobao MT Plus 2. The positive lead came into contact with the gears and fried my motor and ESC. So that is definitely something to always, always pay attention and watch for. So the good thing is, because this is that EC5 connector, I can pop that out, slide some shrink tubing over that, and then I'll be able to pop the connector back in. So That's, wow. That's a close call right there. Having that. Dude, if that hits the motor plate, the metal, I'm going to fry my motor and or ESC. Crazy. And maybe have a lipo fire. And of course, which battery am I going to charge? I'm going to charge that one. I mean, check. Don't charge your lipo batteries in-house. Just, you can check them inside. But we definitely don't charge lipo batteries in-house. Not a good idea. It's actually getting too cold in here. Alright, so I'm going to pop these off. I'm going to pop these off with no wrench. The only thing that these TRAXXAS Max tires are good for is lifting up your RC. Monster Jam, what's going on, guys? CK Hobby, good morning. The Germ, what's going on, guys? It's been a while. All right, so what I am going to do is, like I said, I'm going to weigh these tires. I want to see how much this tire weighs. I'm pretty sure all the water's out of it. Well, maybe not. Look at that. See that pebble in there? I might need to, might need to vent these even more. Well, that's actually doing all right, I think. Yeah, so obviously my tires I vented externally. One there, one there. That one's kind of blocked with stuff. Here we go. See? It's vented. So I don't think this one has any sand in it. I just want to weigh this to this just to see what my drivetrain's going to do. So what do we got here? Got the scale out. Got it on grams. So the TRAXXAS Italian tire weighs 162.2. I'll throw it on one more time just to get a check. 162.1. Close enough. The Hell Yeah Brother, 53,107. Weighs, it's heavier. 181.3. Now, the other thing that I'm going to be adding, number one, I'm going to be taking, am I taking away the hex? No. So I'm going to be adding, and this is the bad part, I am going to be adding a hex technically onto this, and it's going to stretch it out. It's going to bring it out, I think, like 5 millimeters or 6 millimeters. But it's going to give this a little bit more room because these are more inset. So. $13.20 RC. I see what you did there. Gotta figure out a different camera setup here. Hulk Hogan ties. Yeah, I'll show you. Yeah, I'll show you this one then. We'll get a look at that. 162.5. So the venting definitely, the venting definitely did the job. Hex stayed in there. Striker, what's going on, guy? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to slide this over. So this is my monster nut. This is the LOSI laser nut that I have called monster nut. I do like this vehicle, but it does have its issues. So again, like I said, I was going to do a video on this, but I think people that know the channel, and I also vented these tires too. So what you're seeing is two issues when going with a 17 millimeter hex conversion. Two issues. Rolling that tire, doing that right there, there's two issues. Number one, that tire shouldn't be free spinning like that. But people that own a laser nut, they understand why. That side right there, that side was replaced with that right there, which is my, so this vehicle right here, this is how much I like that DB Pro. Okay, that's how much I like the DB Pro. Okay, that vehicle right there will probably never touch the ground. Why? I have no idea. I didn't think that I was that type of person that would buy two of anything. Like, I mean, why? You've already got one. Why would you buy two? When I got this LOSI Tenacity DB Pro, that's when I came under the realization of why. And I mean, to have it just sit on the shelf, isn't that kind of like weird? I just don't get it. I still don't get it. Even though I did it, I still don't get it. The vehicle was that good, just like that vehicle. The vehicle was that good to where I just was like, yeah, I'll actually drop the coin and let an RC just sit on the shelf and never hit the ground. Is something wrong with me? Yeah, I think there is. Alright. So, ooh, gotta watch out for that screen. I take this off. What am I doing? Oh, I'm trying to keep that in there. All right. See? TRAXXAS tires. That's what they're good for. They're good for RC stands. All right. So, like I was saying, this has the 17 millimeter hot racing. Stupid scale keeps coming on. The 17 millimeter hot racing things there. Whatever they're called. The hexes, extension hexes. I do like these, but there's an inherent issue when you do something like this. And you saw what I just showed. So while this is a great idea, it's kind of not. Now, of course, I'm probably not going to find the special Allen wrench that takes. It takes a big Allen wrench to go ahead and pull that out, and I don't know what I do with it. What the heck is it? It's definitely not that one. It's a silver Allen wrench. What do I do with it? Ah, there it is. So it came with an Allen wrench to obviously install these hexes. So it has like a barrel style nut. And then this is super glued on. Not really, but kind of. The thread lock seizes itself. And this, I gotta watch out for this. This thing is giving me PTSD here. Not real PTSD, but you know what I mean. There we go. So what happens is the thread lock actually gets in there, which kind of was a good idea, but not when you try to take it off. Eddie, what's going on, guy? RC Junkie, what's going on? So I'm going to go ahead and pop them all off. It's hot in here, quick. Hey, that one came off. Dr. Hyde, what's going on, guy? Look at that. It's literally a piece of liquid thread lock. It's a piece of thread lock. EXBs are everywhere now. Yeah, they are. Ah, man, you know what? I still, there's a big amount of value in the RTR. I think the EXB versions are obviously just for a specific type of individual. It is rough, man, because inevitably the price you're paying is massive in the end. And not everybody can do that. RTRs are meant, just get the RTR and then just upgrade as you make money or upgrade as you go. I don't know. EXBs are alright. It's just, I don't know. It's literally, EXBs are going to be milked. Every vehicle is going to be EXB'd. I'm still waiting. Where's the EXB version of the Limitless? When are they going to redo the Limitless? When are they going to EXB the felony? Are they going to EXB the infraction? Everything's going to be EXB. Just turning in. What's the silver nut you do? Oh, this thing? It's a hot racing. Hot racing 17 millimeter conversion nut. You should see all the thread lock on these threads. I'm going to have to burn off the thread lock. Yeah, I can show you how much thread lock is on there, actually. Check out how much thread lock is on there. You don't even see any threads. That's how much thread lock is on there. These are Redcat Racing. These ones? These are Redcat Racing Kaiju tires and wheels. Vented. Vented. There's a vent right there. So, vented. I didn't seal off the insides, in which I probably should have. Actually, a stone in there. The HOONS sticky rubber. You mean golds? I don't remember what one this was. I don't know what version this is. But I've got a whole ton of the 53s. 53 107s. So I'm going to go ahead and throw them on the DB Pro. Blue Cuban, what's going on, guy? Are you new? Have you ever been here before? I don't think you have. God. Got this rear locked up, man. Holy smokes. Look at the front side of there. I didn't mean the, oh, you've been here several times? Don't forget. Don't forget, man. Only got 33 with 51 people here. It's crazy. Always wait till the end. You're in the Facebook group. Obviously, you're not whatever your name is in the Facebook group. Pops vehicle. I am gonna have to actually take off the. I do have the Techno shafts too. Maybe I should throw the Techno shafts inside the laser nut. That might be a video to do. I'll have to find the Techno shafts first. All right. So bring this bad boy back over. Got the Hell Yeah Brothers on there, and these are. This is this side, so we'll do yellow in the back. Now, I should thread lock that. I kind of just don't feel like it though. I'm gonna see what it feels like when I throw this on. Actually, I felt pretty good. I don't think I'm going to have to thread lock that. Shredding 44. What's going on, guy? When you bought that wing mount, did it come with a cage? Can't find the wing mount for the DB. No. In the description, there should be in the description of this video, there should be the link to the wing and the cage piece that you need. If you're asking me about the laser nut and the wing I put on it, yeah, it's in the. I'm pretty sure it's in the description. Damn. I try to put links to things in the description that are things that I have personally used and agree with. Agree with. So that's that side. Now I gotta find my HOONS. I literally had a whole box of those HOONS. I don't know where they are. Are you kidding me? I've got a whole box of HOONS. Where the heck are they? Oh no! See, I cleaned my shop and now I can't find the HOON tires. Okay. If you are curious what the Trans Am bird looks like, on the Felony, that's what it looks like. The bird is very slightly manipulated to fit the hood, and it is absolutely beautiful. That is how this should look on this Felony. Check that bird out, man. That is mint. All right. So we've got a whole ton of these HOONS. So this should be left and right side. Silvers. It must be the silvers. That's my guess. And all I did was basically just, I used a solvent, got the D-Boots HOONS off of there, so I could go ahead and put the Hell Yeah Brothers on there. Vermont. Davidson, what's going on, guy from Vermont? You're not too far away from me. Paul Clancy, good morning. Actually, kind of looks stupid with the DB HOONS. The Hell Yeah Brother on there looks way better. Shredding 44. Just woke up, but you see nothing about the wing or the mount in the links below. I see 2 links to a... No, that's... All right. How do I even look? Let's see. DB Pro. Cell meter, turbo, Venom, Redcat, balancer, Hobao, precision, killer, hypo, rampage. Let's see. Yeah, you know, you're right. Why isn't it there? You can see all my automotive parts in there. Ah, crap, you're right. Dude, you know what? Let me see. Are you part of the Facebook RC Guy Garage Facebook group, or do you have Facebook? Because I can't do anything about it right now just because I'm on a live and I'm using my phone. So I can't give you the link. The link is literally on my phone, but I can't give it to you because I'm on my phone. If not, leave me a message. Here's a way to do it. Here's a way to do it. If you're not a part of the RC Guy Garage Facebook group, comment on my... Go to my last video, watch it all the way through, but just go to my last video because it'll show up in the queue faster somehow. Go to my last video I did, which was just yesterday, and just leave a comment saying, hey, Guy, can you give me the link to the wing mount and wing for the DB Pro? Just do that, and I'll make sure that'll give me a memory thing. Because I'd be more than happy to supply people with links to things that I, know that I have and things that actually work. But memory-wise, I'll literally forget as soon as the live is over. I should put the Hell Yeah Brother on that. Well, no, it's actually for the back tire. Crap. Can't. For some reason, I was thinking it was for both sides. I mean, for one whole side. I didn't realize that I had it set up as a left and right. Q Palmer, what's going on, guy? You're not a part of anyone? Yeah, just like I said, just go to the last video. I only have the RC Guy Garage Facebook literally for stuff like this. Because we people that come here regularly, it's basically like a community hangout page for the subscribers of RC Guy Garage. So it works out. Because stuff like that can just be shared. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if you don't have a Facebook, don't sign up one just for that. Just leave a link, just leave a message in the last video. If you want. Just make sure you watch the video to the end and give a thumbs up and then share it. And then sign up for my masterclass. So my masterclass is $499.99, 4 monthly installments of that price per month. For the RC Guy Garage Masterclass. Learn how to drive like a nut. Nice! Check it out! Ah, that thing is nuts. Watch the backs not be silvers. That actually looks pretty mint. I think I like it. Now, I got a battery on check. Right? Oh, I didn't charge it? No! This whole time, I wasn't charging the battery. Idiot. The only other thing that I want to do with this, the only other issue that I have with this is how restricted I am with this battery tray. Now, I understand that fits these batteries perfect. So it fits these hard packs, these Ovonic Airs. Whether if you were running on 2S or 3S, these Ovonic Air packs basically fit perfect inside this little tray. Minimal movement. The only issue with this particular one is that obviously you're sliding that like that, and you just got to make sure your balance wire is kind of out of the way of the pin, and then obviously you clamp it down. What I've been wanting to do is take my Sherlock, which seems to be among the missing, remove this tray, and I've got these batteries right here, these Z 100C packs, with obviously the junk end on it, but the Z 100C packs that would fit in this thing absolutely beautiful if this wasn't here. So I'm thinking about taking this out, putting the Sherlock, a strip of Sherlock right across the bottom of this, or maybe a couple of pieces, whatever, 3 or something, and then have it so I can basically just stick the battery inside with Velcro. This is only one of the negatives that I have about this particular vehicle. They're trying to keep things to a minimum because this is it's not a basher, but I treat it that way, which is crazy. I do have a certain amount of respect for this car, but I also, you know, I do end up thrashing it just because it's just in my nature to do that. But yeah, these Z packs, 7,000 milliamp, would fit mint. but it's just a little bit too big. Maybe if I take a hammer and hammer down this section right here, it's just the smallest amount too big. But these would have been perfect. I think it was a miscalculation on my end. Or are these the ones that were sent? These might have been the ones that were sent to me. I don't remember. Can't remember. Yes, so RC Steve's got it. Yeah, it's way better. Usually Sherlock, once you put it down, it literally Sherlocks it out. You need a pry bar to take the to take anything out. So that's basically it. This thing is ready to rip now. Again. Once again. Ready to take now an on-road beating. I don't know what I did with my battery clip. There was a battery clip here. Where did it go? Why am I not surprised? How many times do people out there lose their battery, their little pins? Where the heck did it go? Oh, I should probably put that back on. So I was supposed to check that. There was no, I don't think there was any dirt in it this time. So I don't know why, but there was no dirt in it. That's what I was doing. I was checking that. There was no dirt in it this time, which is crazy. Because usually there's always dirt in there. Mesh is mint. You can see there was dust in there, but usually there's always dirt in there. I don't know why the first time I go to check and see that if there's dirt in there and there's nothing. All right. Yeah, he's looking at my wife over there. He calls my wife sexy babe. See him staring at my wife? Look at him. See how he looks at her? He's looking right at her. Some people find those guys annoying. I don't. When I'm down here, just, you know, working on something and not doing a video or whatever, kind of keep you company. And then obviously my wife can call me on that. We can talk to each other. It's pretty cool. When we're in the same house. All right. Good enough. Thing's ready to rip. That looks pretty good. Oh, it's nice. Hell yeah, brothers on there. No? It's actually a picture right there. I shut off my phone by accident. Tried to do a screenshot and I got the phone off. Cool. All right. RC Master. Did you give DDL money? No. I didn't give them any money. The vectors they're not connected. I wasn't gonna waste my time with that. No. GCRC, what's going on? Have you ever speed test that no, I didn't have the thing. But it's gonna happen today. So before the rain comes, because it is supposed to rain too. I was supposed to have some batteries charging, but I put them on and I didn't hit start. So I heard the fan going, and the whole time I was literally thinking that the batteries were checking. They weren't charging. You do not charge LiPo batteries in-house. I don't care if you're sitting next to it, don't charge in-house. I'm checking my batteries. So it was checking for an extended period of time, and yeah, it wasn't checking properly. Now it's checking properly. So, anyways, I think, I don't think there's anything else to talk about other than ARRMA did just drop today a 6S version EXB Italian. What the heck, man? Like I said, like the movie Field of Dreams, build it and they'll buy it. And that's, like I said, what ARRMA is doing. ARRMA is kind of being smart. They don't care about the consumer or their wallets. Well, yes, they do. They want their wallets. They don't care about the divorce papers. Just kidding. Anyways. Yeah, I think that's where this is going to end. I really don't have anything else to talk about. Literally, it was just this. Throwing HOONS, putting the 17 millimeter hot racing conversion hexes on there, and I'm going to rip it today. I should find my GPS and make sure that that thing is charged. And you know what? With the way this place is looking, I might have to buy another GPS. Because I don't know if I can find it. I do have this other junk one, but I hate this one. I can't stand this one. But amazingly, this one has survived through it's all held together by duct tape, and I mean, look at, you can see inside. This thing probably will turn on. Let's see if it turns. I haven't charged this. I don't even remember how to turn it on. See if this thing even turns on. Nope. I think it's completely dead. Yeah. I gotta find my GNS data analyzer. That's the way to go anyway. If you need one of those, I am gonna update those links. I didn't realize that some of the links, I guess, are dead, and that's what's weird about some of the links that you put on there. Is that we as like link providers or YouTube creators? That's what I am now. I'm literally a YouTube creator. I just don't. I don't know. Sometimes I don't get it. These hands were meant to like work. Like I joke, my name is manual labor. These hands are always, meant to work. Pushing a broom, raking leaves, swinging a hammer, swinging a wrench, throwing a wrench. So it's weird sometimes when I talk about being a YouTube person. But I'll tell you right now, you guys are the ones that are point blank keep pushing me to go forward, because is the hobby fun? Yes. But the interaction, the questions, the fun of it, the sharing of it. Even like, sharing like this guy right here, Joe Daddy's Garage. If you haven't checked out his channel, go do it. Tell him I sent you. You don't have to do that. But anyways, I don't know what was I talking about? Being a YouTube creator. I have passed over that 10,000K subs. Are you kidding me? What? This channel? This. Me. These things. How? I don't know. It's definitely pretty stinking cool, though. All right. It's taking forever for these batteries to check. I don't know why it's taking forever for these batteries to check. Those cells, so just to give you an idea of how well this DB Pro was ripped on that last video that I did. Oh, I know I'm going to forget everything that I just said, but now that we've got 50 people here, 50 people and only 45 thumbs up? 48. Okay, fine. Fine, you left. Come on. What do we got? We got any of that? Anyways, out of curiosity, of the people that are here, has anybody that was here watched the video that I just did last night or whatever? Because I'm wondering, I started the video off in a totally different way. And I'm just curious, like, and I also ended it the way I used to end some videos. So, like a show of hands or however you do it, or a thumbs up or a thumbs down. What did you think about the last video that I did? Even though it's only a DB Pro. Not everybody likes LOSI or likes the DB Pro, but did anybody like the video? Just curious. 48 people. RC Steve said, I like it. I'm sorry for you and your wife. What? Sorry for you and your wife. Just the fun. Black Metal liked it, I think. The long video of tearing apart the DB. It was live, I think. You like how GRC, you like how I started it off? I appreciate that, man. Look at you, all of you guys liked it. Do you haven't seen it? Oh, RC Master, what the heck? That's it. You're fired. RC Master, you're fired. You'll watch it later. Appreciate it, man. You like how the yards turn out? Yeah, it's getting there. Now, keep in mind, that is the yard as a base. So, people thought that all I was doing was creating a RC track. I had a ton of other things that I had to rectify in that backyard to make it usable. Now, is that back section going to be now transformed into an RC mechadome, or whatever you want to call it? Yes. So you see that massive pile of dirt? There's technically 3 different types of dirt, and they're all separated into kind of like their mixed piles. I've got pure sand, I've got clay and matter, and then I also have like a topsoil type of stuff. And the reason why that is because different types of jumps require different types of media. So for my landings on a bad jump, I'm going to have the sand. What the sand is going to do is help cushion the impact and also increase its visual impactfulness. So obviously the clay and matter type soil is good for creating the jumps. Throw a little bit of water on it, back drag with the blade, and you can make that jump absolutely mint. I experimented with a couple of jumps. That's why you saw me build a couple of jumps that I just kind of messed around with. And there was a reason why I did that. I wanted to see, like, can I literally, without getting my butt off of the tractor seat, because I can operate a cat, but with this, it's a little different. I wanted to see, could I create with that bucket? Could I create what I needed to create? And yeah. So with a little bit of water, I can make those, the clay type soil, I can make that into an awesome jump. And then the sand for the landings, when you get that nice chassis slap, what's going to happen? It's going to be like a little explosion of dust. So I'm telling you, I've got all these little thinking thoughts all rolling around in this Joe Daddy's Garage's hat right here. So Always trying to think. I'm always dropping stuff. I'm always trying to think of stuff to do. So the fire pit's going to be gone. If people have seen the transformation of that backyard, it's a massive transformation with that little red tractor. So that little red tractor is actually the perfect size little vehicle to do all your little yard projects plus some. It's not the only reason why I got that tractor. So that little tractor is going to be making some money. So anyways, I think that's where I should end this live. I don't think you guys want this to keep going for another hour. It's already been an hour and 20 minutes. It's almost 10 o'clock. Fifth Elemental. Hey, actually, Fifth, before you go, guy, are you still here? See you later, Master. Fifth Elemental, guy. Are you still here? Background is great. What, the TRAXXAS? Okay. The Rift. How do you like that RC? And are you just using it for what it's designed for, or are you pushing it, jumping it, going fast? Just out of curiosity, because I've been kind of looking at it because it looks cool, but I don't know. I don't know if it would take what I do. Scruffy guy, I didn't even know you were here. The Rift is great. RC Steve, see you later, man. Everybody have a good weekend bash when it comes there. Fifth Elemental. I don't know if you answered or not. You love it. And I've just kitted it out with Treel and going to try and give it some... oh, dude, awesome. Awesome. Well, if you show up for another live, let us know how it makes out. That'd be pretty cool, man. Because I'm telling you, it is a sharp looking rig, and I know what it's designed for. And I've just got, like the laser net, I've just got that habit of not. I got the habit of not keeping things what they're designed for. Carlos. You'll check out last night's video is really not anything informational. It's literally, it's just a watch me video. And I did a different beginning that I kind of liked. And I might incorporate it into other videos. So, because I had told people had asked about the garden, and I had told people that, you know, I'll literally just give like quick little updates just to see how things are growing. So things are taking off, man. I can't wait till that. Oh man, after what do they say? After a hard day's work, you come home, you can walk out back into. Now I love tomatoes. Okay, so not everybody likes tomatoes. After a hard day's work, you walk out to the backyard with your salt shaker, and you just walk over to one of those garden fresh, vine ripened tomatoes. You pick that tomato right off of the tree, because they're tomato trees. Pick that thing right off the tree. Take a bite of that tomato. Sprinkle a little bit of the salt on there, and you're good to go. Then just go grab yourself an iced tea, and that's all you need for the rest of the day. So, you got drift tires on the LOSI 6.9 Camaro? Oh, wait a minute. So you're talking about the phaser type Camaro, right? Or are you talking about the S22? Gotta have pepper on your tomato. All right, some people like pepper. I like a little bit of heart attack salt. Yeah, my tomatoes are trees. Wait till you see. You don't even understand. See, I'm a tomato farmer. I'm not kidding. I actually learned this from an old timer. So, one of the houses that I used to live at when I was a kid, I'm not rich, so don't take what I'm going to say. The garden keeper, that lived there. He was a mason, and he showed me how to do a vegetable garden. Like, this is when I was a kid. So I have a special thing that I do with my tomatoes that literally turn them into trees. Tomatoes and salt, yes, making me hungry, right? Yep. Oh, and you know what's even better than that? What's even better than that? Again, this is only my own personal opinion. Garden fresh cucumber with tomato in a sandwich. Toast your bread, throw on a very light coating of mayo, cucumbers on one side, little sprinkle of salt on there, little coating of mayo on the other side with a piece of cheese. Put on some tomato in there. No sprinkle of salt. You don't need too much. And then you just take that, you take those two halves, and you join them together. And oh my God, I could literally live on. And this is what this guy used to do. He basically, I swear to God, he lived on beer and tomato and cucumber sandwiches. And he introduced me to that when I was a kid. Yeah. Tomato and cucumber sandwiches with a slice of tomato, little sprinkle of salt. Oh man, my mouth is doing a toilet flush right now. You don't do Facebook. Curb, what's going on? So what's the secret you learned about growing? I might share it in a video. It's a specific kind of thing. It's literally, it's very easy. It's very easy to do, but it's very specific, and I'll do a video on it. How about that? Stay tuned for the next latest and greatest video from our Cigar Garage. It's going to show you how to grow tomato trees. Good soil, yes. Good soil is definitely key. Yeah. Good soil is definitely key, but it's all in the way. All it is literally, it's the way you prune the tomato plant. So it's pruning and the right time to prune. Lots of sun and a little light, right? Plenty of water too. Think about a tomato plant, right? Tomato plant is all about juiciness, right? Where do you think that juiciness comes from? If the plant's not able to suck up the, gallons of water that you have to give it daily, how's it going to create massive cantaloupe-sized tomatoes? Well, maybe mini cantaloupes. No, you hate tomatoes. Like I said, hey, you know what's funny? I joke with my daughter all the time, right? Because she hates tomatoes, but she loves mushrooms. She hates tomatoes. And I'm like, whenever she does that, I'm like, are you sure you're my daughter? You might be adopted. Habanero and chilies, nice. COVID and tomatoes, right? Yeah, COVID and tomatoes, that'd be crazy. Rainwater is best. Okay, so yes. Fortunately, because of where we live, we have a well. So that's basically purified rainwater. Kind of, sort of. Ate a fresh habanero. Oh, man. When are you doing the drag / next? You pick yours up today. So, max amps. So the next video is going to be after I do the unboxing or reveal of this battery right here. So this is a battery that Max Amps reached out to me. And like I said, I thought it was a smart thing to reach out to a redneck like me and offer a snap-on tool for free. So they sent me this free of charge, no strings attached. If I thought this battery was a piece of crap, I've got free will to say that. I have a feeling I'm not going to be saying it's a piece of crap though. But I'm in nobody's pocket. So, and that's like literally, I'm in my own pocket. So, But yeah, Max Amps reached out and they said, hey, guy, you want to, do you want, well, they said it in a different way, but basically they said, do you want to try one of our new release batteries for your TRAXXAS Drag Slash? And I, jokingly, I said, yeah, let me get back to you on that. I was like, yeah, dude, here's my address. And the reason why I say I think it was a good idea for them to give me a battery, Max Amps, is because I want to say for a guy like me, or at least the way I think in my head, Max Amps is like one of those unobtainable type of batteries in a way, price-wise. It's not my battery of choice, and that's literally only because of price. But I get it. I do understand why Max Amps, like Snap-on, like TRAXXAS, like iPhone, I do understand a certain amount of why the price is what it is. Actually, Earl and I were just having a conversation this morning, talking about TRAXXAS. And we were talking about ARRMA and TRAXXAS. So, how many of you right now can go get a blue Big Rock body? Or how many of you can get the V1 Creighton body? Now, go to TRAXXAS. How many of you can get a hella old TRAXXAS body and still get it? There's a reason why TRAXXAS is the price they are. There's a reason why Max Amps and Snap-on is the price they are. You gotta pay. You gotta pay for all that. You gotta pay for the little business card that they sent. Is this it? Ah. You gotta pay for the cool stickers. Those are some cool stickers. At least they're kind of semi die cut. I don't know, like I was saying, because I'm that type of guy that I've always like looked at the Max Amps and been like, oh, that'd be a cool battery to have, and then you click the throw it in cart to see the price, and that's the hook right there. What do you mean throw it in cart to see the price? Throw it in the cart, you see the price, and you go, yeah, we're gonna throw that cart away. I can't hit the X button fast enough. No, not PayPal. X, and delete. And it's like, thank you for processing your order. It's like, I didn't process no order. No, it's just, like I was saying, I think given, a small channel like this, a battery like that, is a good move, because if the battery is something that makes me give a additional thought to, why choose Max Amps over this? Or why choose Max Amps over this? That there might be a reason why. So I am going to, oh, my battery power's on. My phone's almost dying. It's only a 2S pack because it is designed for what they said is this battery is for your TRAXXAS Drag Slash. And I am going to beat this battery down. So I'm going to charge it, drain it, charge it, drain it, charge it, drain it. I'm going to kill it. I'm going to see what it takes. I'm probably going to have to buy like 6 more RCs just to kill the battery. Because, we'll see. We'll see how good that Max Amps battery is. Like I was saying, giving it to me, I think it's a good move. Because if it would sway somebody like me, which is, I'm fairly money conscious, which is why I don't have any other Max Amps batteries. I don't know, man. Maybe there's a reason why. So, all right. I said I was going to end this like a half hour ago. There is no reason for the prices we pay in this hobby period. All right. Hey, Shredding 44. I learned this from a parts counter guy. I worked at a Chevy dealership years ago. And I learned this very valuable phrase. And I've used it myself. And I was exactly thinking the same thing that you're saying right now. you know, why are we paying these exorbitant prices and all this other stuff? And this guy was awesome because I worked there. And now to give you an idea of how long ago this was, I was buying parts from a Chevy dealership for my 69 Camaro. So that's how long ago this was. And it always stuck in my head. I have two 69 Camaros. Shouldn't have said that. Anyway, I was buying parts for my 69 Camaro at the time from the Chevy dealership. At the time, the warehouses still had parts. And I had broken my console. And I said, yeah, I want to order up a new console. So he located it for me. And I got dealer to cost. So even the price was right. But the price was wrong in my eyes. So when he told me the price of what that console was going to cost me at dealer cost, like everything I bought for my Camaro was at dealer cost. Everything. I bought everything. Everything that I buy for my car at the time was OEM, like even right down to the headlight springs, the adjusters. I was buying GM factory unopened packages of parts. In that back room right there, I have OEM in the package parts that are just sitting there, gaining value, I guess. I spent like every paycheck. Literally, I just go to the parts counter and it'd go, so what are you spending with your paycheck this week? And I go, all of it. And yeah, so what was I going with that? Oh yeah, the phrase that he said. I said, man, why is that so expensive? And that's even cost. And he just goes, guy, you buy it. You make it. You figure out the tooling, the pieces, the parts, the money that it takes to create that product. That's why the price is what it is. None of us, most of us, have the ability to create what we buy. You can't. Something, you're buying something, right? It takes tooling. It takes design. It takes R&D. And granted, things are getting easier because everything's, done with computers and all this other stuff. But still, those machines are expensive. To pay for the tech guy that's got to because I'm not a tech guy, to pay for the tech guy to give him money in his pocket. Man, everything is so damn expensive. But he literally said, you make it. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking to myself, I guess you're right. It would kind of suck to try to make a mold from fiberglass. I went through the whole process thinking in my head, all right, can I take this console and can I make a mold out of fiberglass, have the correct grain? You know what I mean? Use the correct plastics. Make sure that dang thing fits. OEM factory. Not this knockoff stuff that you buy nowadays. Bolt holes don't even line up. That's why I was saying, check out this guy's channel. So even doing his Jade, man, if you saw some of the videos he did with Brooklyn Pony that he's primarily doing Mustangs right now. He does other cars, but he does like Mustangs. But he's owned 69 Camaros too. He actually has a 68 Camaro that's called Basket Case that he hasn't touched forever. I'm wondering when he's going to touch that thing. That was a rollover. But anyways, yeah, nothing fits. So that's why. I know you know that too. You got to know. All right, I said I was going to end this an hour ago. All right, 49 people, 52 thumbs up. If anybody hasn't given a thumbs up, I am going to end it now. I would appreciate it because what it does is it throws more ads on my channel. And I know that you don't like the ads when you watch them, but please give me a break here. The ads support the channel, which helps. It helps cushion the blow. So, anyways, I'm out of here. Hopefully, you guys are out ripping something. I don't care what it is. Like I joke around, you know, ripping into a bag of chips or a chocolate cake. Maybe not that stuff. But if you drive and you've got, you know, your own driveway, go ahead and do a burnout in your driveway, record it, and throw it on YouTube. We'll see what happens. All right, guys. We'll see you later. Thank you for coming. We got RC Matt, Jan, RC Junkie, Monster Jam, RC Steve, Dasapaka, Mitchell's RC. We got Guru, Chris. Let's see, Thomas, Shred 44. Twisted Liquids, what's going on? Oh, you already checked out. Ouija. I think that's it. Stack on. Scruffy. COVID tomatoes, yep. Volksworks. Curb. I think that's it. Yeah, watch out for that tomato episode from Us Again Garage. All right, I'm out of here. I gotta go rip something before it rains. It's gonna rain. I got my batteries almost done checking. Don't charge LiPo batteries in the house. Just don't do it. It's a bad idea.